How's it guys? Welcome back. I'm Making Campbell and this is Making Stuff. So this is in fact the second time that I'm shooting this video because the last time I went through this whole thing, my camera settings were incorrect, so I have no choice but to redo this whole video. So from the top, again. So it's roughly a week ago since I built this Tablesaw Sled, and just in time, as I just finished a job for a buddy of mine in which I had to make many repetitive cuts. For that I must say this Tablesaw Sled came in mighty handy. I managed to cut all the material in probably half the time it would have taken me if I didn't have a sled. So that being said, I got a couple of comments from people asking me about the squareness of my sled and whether or not I did the 5-cut method to check the squareness of my sled, which I did not do. In fact, when I did my first cut on here, I realized that it wasn't square. So what I did to fix that was I cut myself a piece of scrap MDF on the table saw, and I just made sure that both sides were perfectly straight, which I checked against a straight edge, and parallel to one another. What I did next, knowing that this side was a bit more forward than it was supposed to be, I knocked a nail in there, which allowed me to pivot it slightly on this side so that I could make some minor adjustments. Once I did that, I raised the blade. I took my square, clamped it up to the blade, and got this strip square and knocked a couple more nails in here with a nail gun. The cuts I got look pretty square to me, but I hadn't done the 5-cut method test to see how square exact. So that's what I'm going to do now, and we'll see the results. So to be perfectly honest, a little disclaimer, I had to go back to YouTube and just make sure what the 5-cut method was all about. If I can explain this in layman's terms, because I'm a layman and I can't explain it any other way, is as follows. You take a piece of wood that is roughly square or rectangular or whatever, and you mark it anti-clockwise, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So what you're going to do is you're going to make one cut, rotate it clockwise, make another cut, rotate it clockwise, make another cut, rotate it clockwise, make another cut, and then if you do your final cut and you take that strip that's left over and you measure it, that is going to tell you whether your sled is square or not. So I've done this already, and I know that it is not perfectly square, but it is close enough for me. So I'm going to do it again anyway, seeing as I don't have the footage. So let's do that. Okay, so here we are again. I have my strip. I'm going to measure it with my trusty caliper. Before I do that, I'm just going to sand it a little bit to get the burrs off so that I can make sure I have an accurate reading. This is MDF. So I'm going to want to make sure that I have all the safety equipment needed when sanding MDF. So just give me a second. Okay, so moment of truth. Let me zero my caliper, put it on, make sure I'm in millimeters because that's what we use here. Okay, on this side I'm getting 9.18. This side I'm getting 9.13. So that would mean that in terms of squareness I'm out by 5/100ths of a millimeter, which for my purposes is perfectly fine, I think. So there we have it. In terms of the sled, I'm happy with the accuracy, I'm happy with the action. It works perfectly, and I somehow feel now like I have superpowers and I can build pretty much anything. So be sure to expect a whole lot more projects in the future using this crosscut sled and any further upgrades that I might make to it. So that's it. If you didn't watch the videos where I did this upgrade and the crosscut sled, I'll leave some links in the description so you can go have a look at that. If you'd like to see more of these kind of update videos of me explaining things in my shop, any tools that you'd like me to do a kind of review on, just let me know in the comments. I don't always know if my subscribers are going to want to watch those kind of videos, but you know, I'm always willing to do them. I can give you my opinions on any of the tools that I've been using and how I use them and things that I'd like to change about them. Perhaps a vlog or something in the future if you'd like to see that, you know. Drop comments. If you'd like to see more of the content I'm putting out and the content that I'm planning to put out, hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Until next time, keep making stuff.